Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. And we are going to do Mos Eisley Spaceport. We're in Mos Eisley Cantina right now, so we'll see if this is a flying around mission or not. We haven't seen too many of them, and they haven't been too bad. The ones that are pure garbage as far as the flying around missions are the ones that got cut out and then are extras, and I don't even know, they don't even deserve to be included as far as extras in the game because they're just so bad. I mean, game breaking, impossible to beat levels. I have said on several games I've reviewed, this is not fun. Even in this review, I think there's a few spots where I've said this is not fun, but very rarely do I have to say, I just can't do it at all. I like to think of myself as a slightly better than average video game player, and if I can't muddle through it in a reasonable amount of time, it's too difficult. So the clone troopers here are getting Jedi mind tricked. Already through just like 3 major cutscenes we're seeing a lot more comedy in these cutscenes than what we saw in episode 1, 2, and 3. And it's the comedy and the fact that it's LEGO stuff that turns things around and makes it interesting. Only a stormtrooper could reach that way. So I don't really need to run around and try and get true Jedi. That can only be blown up by a bounty hunter. This could be assembled by anyone if they want, but it can only be blown up by a bounty hunter. What I'm trying to find is just the red brick, the red power brick. See which one it is. I can't get over there anyways that's a free play area. It's right back behind here. Okay, so something has to be done to be able to open this. Pieces in the trash can. They disassembled the wall, and there we go. Now that everything's dancing, I can assemble it. Stay away from me! Bad guys. I want this red brick. Now the door exists. Now the thing that will unlock the door exists. Now all I need is R2-D2 over here to unlock it for me. And it opens! There we go. So that's the important thing to get in every level, if you can get it. A lot of levels you can't. You have to get them in free play mode. Come over here. Come over here. Now they just keep respawning. And we need C-3PO to open the gate. How can I just be walking out here? Where are they coming from? Again, this is one of those levels where it's like you want me to do something, but then you want to also have a unending number of bad guys show up and shoot at me, so I can't actually do that. A little bit more gameplay testing and thought should have been put through that. I mean, I don't mind if there's bad guys, but it needs to be a limited number. It needs not to be infinite. I should be able to just knock them out, and then I could peacefully go about my business. And as soon as you walk through the door, you're in a whole different section. Let's see. Can't get in there. I think that's a free play section. I'm pretty sure it is. Dig up these guys. They've got these backpacks on, these troopers. I don't know if maybe that's a hydration thing. Gotta keep themselves cool. Or what? There's something way up here. If I could convince this thing to roll. But I don't think I can. I think that requires something else. Go over there. Let's see who's up. C3PO. Put that there. This is one of the first big building projects that you see in the game, where you just have 3 small sections that you're gonna then turn around and build into an even larger section. There's R2-D2 right here. He is. He can hover over that to get up that little tiny little curve. So I need even more components here to assemble. Still not done assembling that thing. And if you don't know what you're building, then I could see some people being confused. Let's see what happens if we blow this up. Yes, that's what I needed. Was a little bit of a ramp. So C3PO can open this section so we can get more Legos in. Now, what we're doing here compared to what Lego's newest game in the series, which is slightly different and maybe shouldn't be considered part of the series, Lego Dimensions is the name of that one, is in Lego Dimensions, you actually build with real Legos, and it actually sits there and gives you instructions on the screen how to assemble something. And you can potentially choose to ignore the instructions or pretend like you put something together with the actual Legos, even though you didn't. If you so choose, but if you take it upon yourself to actually do it, then you can actually build something. And I think that's kind of cool, but it becomes a really big money grab in LEGO Dimensions because there's all kinds of expansion packs, extra characters, extra level packs, extra everything that you can have and use. Now if you're right here and you jump just right, you can land right here and get to this section, which is a section you're not supposed to actually be able to reach. And this is just a shooting wombats or whatever these things are. I assume these are the things that Luke used to shoot. But yeah, if you get 10 of them, you get a minifig. Not super useful or important to get those right now. Once I have the mini kit detectors, I will. There you go. Machine versus machine, who will win? Me, and then I will crush everybody and step on them. The problem here is that I think you're supposed to get out of these. What are we supposed to do now? Not supposed to escape. After the last guy's done, we can just walk through here. And we walk through this Mos Eisley Cantina. So, the thought here is he has a blaster, he walks through here, it doesn't set off any alarm. All that does is stop the robots from coming in. Weapons allowed, robots not. Which, okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Without 4 characters, I can't get in here. So let's... Any way to turn this off? Here, we'll just push them through. Nope, you're going through. You're going through. Anything with your blaster? Yeah, we'll just blast. Why are they so afraid of the robots and not the weapons? Hop over there, C-3PO. Notice how C-3PO is missing a leg and an arm? That means he's about to die as a character. And the robots are wearing disguises, the droids are wearing disguises. There's Chewbacca, and there's, what's his name? And he shot first. I don't know if he actually did shoot first in this scene, but he always shoots first. Did he really cut somebody's arms off? And kill him? In the bar? I don't think so. The Millennium Falcon. Alright. So before we start a bar fight, we're gonna play as Han Solo. Play that same song over and over again. I love it. Is this where we came in? Yes, it is. So there's no reason to go back. Now he has a different blaster. And I just started a bar fight, so whatever. Because that's what you do, you just start shooting in a crowded bar. He doesn't have any force powers. Chewbacca doesn't have anything, any special abilities, really. So he can do this. After that guy, who is that guy? Who was that guy? I'm noticing that the Lego pieces are getting a little bit brighter, too. Giant carrot. Okay. So here's the section we can't reach. He's running away. So I guess we're chasing after somebody for some reason. This is where we could have come through this direction. It wouldn't have changed much. Oops. Did not need to. Come on, Chewbacca, can you jump higher? No, he can. He can barely jump. Neither one of these guys can jump. Oh, that's no good. So I may actually have to go this way. Because they don't have any ability to jump at all, they can only grapple. I need to come over here so I can do this, so I can do this, so I can push this way. So I can push this way, so I can push this way. That way, so I can push it this way. And now I think if I shoot it, I will unlock it, that gate. If I had a C-3PO with me, I could get in there, but I don't. Open gate. That works. He kinda looks like Darth Vader, but he's not Darth Vader. He led me right into an ambush. Lego Star Wars at 8:30 at this movie theater. We can get into that movie theater, by the way, in free play, and we will. But right now, in story mode, not possible. Can't do anything with these. That requires a Sith character. Find a way up is what we're trying to do here. Ran through here. That doesn't lead to one. Now I believe this guy will toss you upwards. Now I am a clone trooper. Nobody will attack me. Still can't get in here, but see, he's not gonna really attack me much because I knocked off my helmet. Let's see. Is that the right way? I think it is. They started adding all of these closets where characters are gonna come out of. like monster closets is what they're typically called, because usually monsters jump out of them and there's no reason whatsoever for there to have ever been anything in them. Didn't see any of that in the prequel games. Didn't see monster closets or bad guys. They would just come through the standard doors and just non-stop appear from off screen. So we've got a boss fight as these guys are trying to stop us from getting in the Millennium Falcon. It's kind of annoying, actually, I have to admit, sitting here and he's reflecting bolts aimed towards him regardless whether a good guy or a friend shoots him at him. So instead of a ridiculous amount of hearts, this guy is simply just sending a ridiculous amount of troopers after us that we have to eliminate them all. And we'll probably have to do it 3 times. Standard video game logic. Yep. More reinforcements. So now he has a reasonable 4 hearts, which I think is a reasonable amount of hearts for a bad guy to have. He's already down to 2 hearts. Unfortunately, you can only heart him once and then he runs away. Or maybe I heart him enough and that's it. Good. To the Millennium Falcon. I have this set. In actuality, I have the Lego Millennium Falcon set. It's alright. It's not a very good play set if you were a kid and wanted to play pretend on it. There's just not a lot of actual square footage where you can move around minifigs. But when it is completely put together and on a shelf as a display piece, it looks really nice. Pretty nice. I want to get the Death Star playset, but that is very expensive set. It goes for $400. It is a better playset, but and a lot more bricks and things. Super lightsabers is the red brick we got. I don't think we really need to unlock that right now either, so we won't. I don't think there are any other Star Wars Lego sets I'd want to get. No, I really don't think there is. Not right now. Maybe there will be some new ships or new designs of something when the new movie Episode 7 comes out, or Episode 8 or Episode 9. Maybe when those movies come out they'll introduce something new, but right now they haven't offered anything that really would interest me. You know what occurs to me is Lego hasn't ever done like a bust series. I mean, you could do a bust series of the faces of like Chewbacca and the Star Wars people and plenty of other people that aren't Star Wars related, and you might capture a whole new audience. Anyways, that is number 3. Next time we will do Rescue the Princess. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. I'm noticing these levels are going a little bit longer, which is nice. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.